All right, time now for No Shame. This week, I'm focused on those in the public eye who often forget they own a public mouth. Today's winners have been running through the news cycle lately, so let's refresh. First up, Senate hopeful Tom Smith. Remember, he was the candidate who said having a baby out of wedlock was similar to rape. Tom, of course, was trying to distance himself from another Senate candidate, Todd Akin, who was still choking on his own foot after phrases like legitimate rape and claiming a woman's body can shut that thing down. Now, I understand in politics you have to align your beliefs with the party, but what happened to leadership? Why must it be so difficult to give a real apology instead of relying on the old standby of, I misspoke? One guy who often misspeaks is gaffe machine Pat Robertson. This week, he gifted us with these quotes when discussing why a man shouldn't have to date a woman with multiple adoptive foreign children.
A man doesn't want to take on the United Nations, and this woman's got all these various children and a blended family. I mean, what is it? I've got a dear friend, adopted some little kid from an orphanage down in Colombia. Child had brain damage, grew up weird.
Yeah, Pat, you don't want to get involved raising one of those weird kids. You see, I just find it a little amusing when a so-called leader like that that's supposed to preach compassion constantly says things like this. Remember, Pat was also the one who said Katrina happened to New Orleans because they're so sinful, and the earthquake hit Haiti because they long ago made a pact with the devil. I don't know, but if you think I'm picking on the conservative right too much, well, let's take a look at someone in Hollywood. This past week, Ellen Barkin, a well-known actress, retweeted a comment from one of her followers that read, "Come on, Isaac, wash every pro-life, anti-education, anti-woman, xenophobic, gay-bashing, racist SOB into the ocean." And though they weren't her words, she also didn't add anything and felt they were righteous enough to repeat. And maybe she's still upset because a Utah TV station refused to air her new sitcom, The New Normal. Either way, none of this helps. It's just more of the same, back and forth, left versus right. You sense a theme yet? Let me spell it out for you. Think before you speak. This goes for anyone, myself included. Celebrity, politician, or theologian. Don't let your mouth get ahead of your brain. Unbridled words cause wars, social and otherwise. Words can also teach and heal. So don't be afraid to reel some of those words back in if you realize they're false. Apologies, when sincere, don't always have to be a measure of failure and weakness. They can represent strength and growth. All right, that is it for No Shame. Remember to send me your suggestions for next week via the Ask the DBZ tab on the DBZ.com.